Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am here with my cash stuffing envelope for February. I have it all laid out. I've got my cash envelopes that are going to go in my wallet. These are from my new Gothic Romance collection and they're the simple style because I've changed my purse again. I've got my permanent marker and I've got my sinking funds envelopes. I am now using a permanent marker to write on my trackers. My wet erase markers worked okay, but I found that they were getting quite smudgy in my purse. But this one, I have discovered if I write with this one, it doesn't get so smudgy and you can use a regular eraser. Regular eraser to rub it out. So I'm using that. So I'm going to zoom in so you can at least see this a bit better. So let's just get going. Got my cash envelopes here, not in any order. They're all a bit messed up, but we've got them and I've got my marker. Right, I'm going to do groceries last because that goes into sinking funds as well as into here. So I'm just going to do the rest of my envelopes. So pet food. Getting 70, 40 in 20s, and the rest in 10s. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. We've got, I'm putting down today's date, which is the 29th. We are moving into our February budget a couple of days early. Household is getting 80. It's 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. I was asked what household covers. It covers all the things like dishwasher tablets, toilet roll. We also use it to cover nappies and baby wipes, things like that. My fun money is getting 100. 40, 60, 80, 100. I'm not rolling over money, I don't think, in most of my envelopes this month. I didn't actually have any to roll over, apart from, I believe, in my miscellaneous, I think. We will see when I get to it. Kids is getting 100 and it is getting 3 20s, 3 10s and 2 5s. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 98, 95, 100. Nothing to roll over. And that is kids done. Petrol is getting 100 and it gets 80 in 20s and 2 10s. I fill up my tank twice a month, on the 1st and the 15th. And it's normally around the £50 mark. Last month my first fill up was £60, so I only had 40 left, and I didn't know this, but on the petrol machines, I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but you can set a spend limit. So the second time I filled up, I set it for 40, I only put 40 in, and it's actually lasted me, so I managed to not go over budget. 20, 40, 60, 80, 98, 100. So I was quite pleased about that actually, and I'm going to try and remember that for next time. I also have a receipt in here which gives me 5p off per litre until the 6th of February. So I will use that when I fill up the next time. But yeah, I quite like the, you could set it for how much you wanted to spend. That will actually help me. The first one in the month I'll probably just fill up completely. Kids activities gets 40 and that's all in 10s. So 10, 20, 30, 40. This pays for the boys' play scheme, which is They go every other week, and cost £5 for each of them. Ben hasn't been going, so we'll see if he goes this time. But there's only 3 this month, but the extra 10 I roll over for Posey's ballet classes. Miscellaneous gets 60 this month. I don't always have a miscellaneous category. And last month I had 100 in, 20, 40, 50, 60. So I'm trying not to use it. You can see I've got 15 left. So we added 60. So that means I have 75 for my miscellaneous. I'm going to try not to use it as much as possible. One can dream. Eat Out is getting 150 this month. So 100 in 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 4 10s. And 2 5s. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. We went over in our eating out budget again last month, so I'm going to try and not go over this month, because I am planning on reducing our eating out budget from next month, so it's the month to sort of try and reduce the spend. Okay, groceries get 600, but the way I break this down is some in this envelope which goes in my purse, and some in my food envelope in my sinking funds. And what I used to do was 150 per week, but I am trying to reduce our spend to 120 per week, so I'm going to do it that way. So we're doing 5, 60 and 20s. And 40 and 10s. So I'm going to put 120 into here. $20, $40, $60, $80, $120. I do my big shop on a Friday, so I've got a couple of days until then. And that would leave $480. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that's $480 for the rest of the month. So I'm just going to write that on my food envelope. Oh, I'm knocking all my money over. And I'm just going to pop that into here. Might have to zoom you guys out so that you can actually see what I'm putting in rather than just see the number. The numbers. Okay. Now, we're into sinking funds now. We're not. At least we are. Okay, so first up is bus. Bus is getting 180 for the month. 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. Now we already have 30 in here. So that means 210. I have actually checked my cash envelopes today, so I'm not going to count all of the money in all of them. But I have new cash sinking fund envelopes, which are a sneaky peek here of a new release coming next month. Taxi is getting £50. So while it's not great weather, my husband sometimes has to get a taxi to the bus. He normally cycles. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I am adding to this sinking fund every month, but I'm not going to add every month throughout the year. Because he doesn't use it every month. So we've done food. Next up is home. Home is getting £60, all in 20s, and we still have £60 left from last month. So we now have 120 in home. I don't expect we'll be buying anything for the home in the next month, but you never know. We did decimate it at the end of last year when we had to buy new duvets like 4 times. Next up is car. And car is also getting 60. And that takes us up to 280. This is mainly for car maintenance, but I have decided to start saving in here for my car tax. I used to pay it monthly, and then when I got a new car last year, I didn't have to pay anything for a year. And I was just going to start paying monthly again, but I think we're just going to start taking it out of here, and I might increase this a little bit as well. Pets gets 80, which will take us to 270. So we have got a lot of pets. So this is for things like wormers and vaccinations. I do know that the cat and dog wormer is due this month, so we will be taking money out of here for that. Next up is clothing, which has nothing in it from last month, and it gets 60, 20, 40, 60. Last month we spent it. My husband got some stuff and I got a new jumper, so it did all go. We do tend to spend our clothing budget, to be honest, but occasionally we don't and we let it build up. Birthdays has 115. And it is getting 65, so 20, 40, 60. And my one £5 note. So that takes us up to 180, which is pretty good. The next big birthday is in March, which is Benedict's, so there's plenty in there for that. So this next one is TV. It used to be TV license, but then I remembered our Amazon Prime subscription. So we're increasing the amount we put into here so that we can cover the Prime subscription, which isn't actually due out for another year, I don't think. And it's getting 20. So we used to just put 15 in, but now we're putting 20 because then it will cover the Amazon as well. Next up is holiday. Holiday is getting £100 this month because we have a little bit more wiggle room in our budget this month, and we might take the children away for a few days, so we're giving ourselves a little bit of extra. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So we're just trying to build it up just a little bit, just in case we want to go away in the summer. Beauty is getting 30. Already has 80, so that will take me up to 110. I don't plan on getting my hair done anytime soon, but it's good to know that it's there because that means I could, if I wanted to. I might actually. I'm debating it. The next envelope is Debt Snowball. I'm not putting anything in there, or in our extra, or in our homeschool this time. These are new envelopes, so Debt Snowball I'm just adding in if I ever have any extra money. I can't even remember how I added that in. Extra, this is birthday money from my mother-in-law for me and my husband's birthdays. His birthday's not till April, but she gave us some money to go out for a meal or to a show or something, so I'm just keeping it in here till we decide. Homeschool, we now homeschool Ben, so we do have a small budget for anything that we're going to, and that's just in there. Christmas 2020 is going to get 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Can you? So you can see we actually had a spend out of this, which might seem weird to you that it's only January and we had a spend, but I bought Christmas presents, so, and that is what this is here for. Back to school is getting 30. We also had a spend out of this. Oh no, it's not 120, it's 110. Yeah, we also had to spend out of this because my son needed new school shoes because the ones that we bought him when he went back to school were not the greatest, let's say. So we had to get new ones. Not the greatest. So we bought him some new ones and I took it out of here because we would have bought them when he went back to school. But this way, we should have enough still in the back to school envelope when it comes time for back to school. So that's all my sinking funds envelope stuffed. All my pretty new ones. And you can see I still have a little pile left. So I have £200 left. 100 is my husband's fun money. He puts that wherever he wants to put that. And then I have £100 left, which looking is for oven. So we're getting our oven and our hob cleaned this month, and I know that the guy prefers cash, so I don't know exactly how much it's going to be, but I took out £100 to pay for that. I don't have an envelope for it because I just don't. I might put it into, so ordinarily I'd put it into extra, but that already has a balance. I think I'm just going to put it into my little zip pocket here, or actually even in the front of this, and then it's ready to go. The oven is getting cleaned on Friday, so I'll know how much it is. If it's more than this, I will take it out of the home sinking fund. If it's less, I'm not sure. I might put the extra towards Debt Snowball. I might put the extra towards fun money. I don't know. I'll work that out when the time comes. So that is all my cash envelopes stuffed for the month of February. Yeah, I really love my new cash envelopes. I think they're very pretty, and that's it. So if anyone has any questions, please ask them down below. Everything you've seen, like the stickers, the cash envelopes, these ones and these ones, are all from my shop. This is the simple style and this was the flat style. But if anybody does have any questions, please ask them down below, or you can find me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram name just here. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.